Hello, my dear students, and the rest of the learners. Welcome to part 7 of a 25-part series of tutorials on creating presentations using Microsoft PowerPoint. In this tutorial, we are going to look at the application of layout in our presentations. My name is Meme JM, or you can simply call me Emily Swap. A layout is the way things are arranged on a slide. A layout contains placeholders, which in turn hold text, such as titles and bulletin lists, and slide content, such as tables, charts, pictures, shapes, and clip art. Therefore, a layout is the arrangement of elements such as title and subtitle, text, lists, pictures, tables, charts, autoships, and movies or charts, amongst others. Each time you add a new slide, you can choose a layout for it from Home menu. To change a slide's layout, you do the following. 1. Insert a new slide by clicking on Insert menu, then clicking on New Slide button. Then on the slide's thumbnail in normal view, select the slides you want to apply layout to. Number 3, click on Home menu and select Layout. Number 4, click on the layout of your choice. Then edit and format your layout as needed. So the following is a demonstration on how to change a slide layout in the presentation by the title Introduction to Emily Swap. Now, in this tutorial or in this presentation of ours, I want us to change the layout for one of our slides. So here is our first slide, second slide, third slide, fourth slide, fifth slide. I want us to change the layout for this fifth slide. So to change this layout, you click on Home menu, and then you click on Layout button here. And then you choose the layout of your choice. Do we need this one, full content, comparison, title only, content with caption, then we choose full content. So I'll click on full content. So that's how you change the slide layout. Why have I decided to change the slide layout for my slide number 5? It's because I want to add something new to this layout. So under click to add the title, I can have something like Emily Swap's artistic works, Emily Swap's artistic works, and then I can click here and type Emily Swap ICT YouTube, or let me change this, and then I have Emily Swap's gospel songs, and I can click here and type album Jawabu Lako. Then I can have a few songs like Kristo usilie, tupendane, I can also have a song like Jawab Lako. And when you check carefully, this slide or this layout allows us also to have pictures. But in this slide, I will not have any picture. There are many other songs that you can get online once you write Emily Swap artist. So Emily Swap's or Emily Swap artists, Emily Swap's gospel songs, and the album is called Jawab Lako, and it has a number of songs, some of them being Kinsusilie, Tupendane, Jawab Lako, etc. Then I can save that. On this other side, I can type Emily Swaps channels or Emily Swaps other Emily Swaps. Now this text can be Emily Swaps other tasks or other jobs. And then I can have the first one being computer trainer, counselor, that is guidance, and counseling. He is also a life coach. He is also a content creator. Then I can resize this placeholders a little bit. I can resize them a little bit like that. And then I can also format this text. So this is not Emily Swap gospel songs, but Emily Swap's, let me call them Emily Swap's hobbies. Hobbies, Emily Swap's hobbies, or Emily Swap's other. Emily Swap's other jobs. Emily Swap's other jobs. Are they really jobs? Think about it. I can center that. I can change case. Let me change the font type first. Then I can change case, uppercase. I can also change the font color. This time I want that. I love that color. Then I can change. I can set that to be that color. And this one, I just need to make it broad. These songs, I can just make them broad and change font type Times New Roman. Remember, consistency is key. So even this should be Times New Roman. Don't mix very many fonts within your presentation or within a slide. Then I can adjust this a little bit. I can also change that to this color, make it broad, and change the font type to Times New Roman, and then I can adjust it that way. Then I can also make this bold that way. Then I can adjust this a little bit like that, move it up to there. Then I can insert a picture here in between. So insert, I want to have this picture there. Then I click insert. Then I can resize it. Remember, we are going to learn more about these objects later. But for now, we can still do something on them that way. We are going to learn how to insert objects later. So we can still have our slide look that way and our image look that way. But for now, I can undo. Let me undo the picture. I can undo. I just click on it and click on delete. So I can click on it and delete it. Then we also had these objects here. So those can remain. So we can have our last slide look that way, and then we can save our work. You can see why changing the layout is important. If you want to change the way the text or other objects are looking like in your presentation, you can always change or adjust the layout by clicking on the slide whose layout you want to change. Then click on Home menu, click on Layout, and choose the layout that you want. For example, I can choose that. You can see they're changing everything. Let me undo because I don't need that layout for now. It's always good to think about the layout when we insert a new slide. For example, I can click on my slide number 5, and then based on what you want to do, like if I want to have a slide that will just have that will be blank, then I can click on that kind of a slide. Where has it been inserted? You see it? Let's scroll. Where is the new slide? Have we inserted new slide? Let's scroll and see. We have not yet inserted a new slide. So you click on new slide, and then I want to click on blank. So you click on blank, and you can see it has been inserted with the layout that I want. I can undo. If I want another kind of a layout, for example, I want a layout where I'll be comparing things, then I can click on comparison layout, where you can type something on one side and something on the other side. So let me undo. Let me leave my slide by adjusting this placeholder that way and that way. And then I can save my work. We can also rearrange the layout for a slide. How do we do it? You can move placeholders in a layout to different positions, make them different sizes, and format them with fill colors and borders, just as you have seen me do. This applies to slides and notes pages on handouts. You can only change the header and footer placeholders. In other words, This applies to slides and notes pages. However, on handouts, you can only change the header and the footer placeholders. Also, you can make these changes on individual slides or notes pages or on the slide master, notes master, or handout master. For consistency throughout a presentation, it may be best to make changes to the master. The following is therefore a demonstration on how to rearrange the layout for a slide by manipulating its placeholders in the presentation by the title, Introduction to MLSwap. So in this presentation, there are two things that I'm going to do. The first one is to rearrange the slides themselves. I want to reorganize slide number 4 and slide number 5 so that slide number 4 becomes slide number 5. So what you do, you click on view menu and then normal view. While on normal view, you can press your mouse on the slide's thumbnail that you want to move. Then while pressing down the mouse button, you can drag it downwards like that and then release. So slide number 4 has become slide number 5 and slide number 5 has become slide number 4. You can also rearrange other layouts. For example, there's this slide here where we had our layout looking this way. We can rearrange this layout. So we can decide, for example, pick this object, we remove it from there, we interchange it with this other one. So we can reorganize our objects within our slide. And then we can also make changes into it. And we can even format our objects the way we want. For example, I can change the field for this object. So I can double click on it. And then under drawing tools, font, I can click on text field. And then I can choose a certain color. For example, that one. And then I can change this back to its original color. I can even underline it by clicking on underline. And I can even center that alignment or that subtitle. And I can also center these others by clicking on the home and then align center. Then I can also resize. I can resize this object that way. We are going to learn about how to resize objects and format objects in my subsequent presentation. So we can have our slide having the objects arranged in that manner. I can also drag them a little bit inwards that way, and this other side that way, and then it can look as if it is a continuous placeholder, a single placeholder that way. Then I can move it a little bit for balance on both sides that way. Then I can save my work. And with that, my dear students and the rest of the learners, we have come to the end of part 7 of the series. You can now continue to part 8 of 25, in which we are going to learn about how to apply themes. Congratulations for learning part 7 of 25 on application of layouts in creating presentation series. You can access the rest of the parts in the series, as well as other computer or ICT videos, by clicking or tapping on MLSwap ICT YouTube channel below this video. To subscribe to the channel, tap on subscribe button below this video in YouTube if it's not currently reading as subscribed. For any further correspondence, kindly write it to us through the email emilyswap@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening to me, and God bless.